But right now, some of Alabama's top officials want to change the congressional map. It comes after today's Supreme Court ruling.
And the court further limited the scope of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The justices ruled that Louisiana's congressional map is unconstitutional, even though it was drawn to follow the law. And as you know, Birmingham has been at the forefront of the push for civil rights, and that history is documented at the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute.
WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn joins us in studio. The highest court's decision about Louisiana, Aaron, could impact voters here in our state.
Yeah, God, Carla, this case that made the decision, like you said, started in Louisiana, but it could still make it hard for voters to challenge the voting maps here in the state of Alabama, especially as the state is still working through its own legal battle over congressional maps. Wednesday's Supreme Court decision could make it harder for many Alabamians, especially black voters, to challenge voting maps in court.
When we go back and we think of Frederick Douglass in his Emancipation Day speech, he said that this will be a physical struggle or a moral one. It might be moral and both physical, but it must be a struggle.
And part of that struggle started in Birmingham, where people were at the forefront of that fight.
The Civil Rights Act in 1964, and that act will not be passed without the work of hundreds and thousands of people in Birmingham, led by Reverend Fred Lee Shuttlesworth and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
And we as a people.
The United States Supreme Court ruled that states have far less ability to use race when redrawing voting districts. In the past, if those boundaries made it hard for black and brown voters to vote for the candidates they wanted, the court could require the maps be redrawn. This ruling says using race as the basis for redrawing those maps is now much harder to defend.
One of the mileposts to bring us closer to that point of being a more perfect union has been undone today because, in part, people don't understand or appreciate what it took to get to where we are right now.
You may ask how that affects us here in Alabama. The state went through a huge battle to redraw congressional maps back in 2023. That fight led to a map with 2 districts where black voters have a real opportunity to elect their preferred candidate. Representative Terry Sewell says she could be at risk of losing her seat.
This decision says that their vote can be diluted for partisan reasons. And since when did we come to the day where partisan politics rules over racial discrimination?
And this decision could threaten that progress. Governor Kay Ivey said she applauded the court's decision in a statement, but also said it doesn't solve the state's ongoing legal battle to redraw its congressional map.
If you can't be heard, then that means that you're allowing other people to make decisions for you. And no matter who you are, you can't make anybody else's decisions, and so you should never allow anybody to make yours.
Now, during that legal battle a few years ago, a federal court said that Alabama had to use its current congressional map until 2030. Because of that, Governor Kay Ivey says the state is not in a position to call a special session to change it. Back to you.